not hearing in any of this. Go on, Chairman.
Well, I think that speaks a lot. That speaks a lot. There must be consultation in anything that has got to be changed in the city. If the arm of enforcement and the ministry that is concerned on this is nowhere, then what signal does it give? It shows there was not enough consultation.
Wow, there's a good point there. There's a good point.
Sonko is on this on one-man mission.
How? You can't do it all alone. You can't. Come on, Jalas. Hot 96, you're on the air.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
Good morning. Who's this?
My name is Kevin, calling from Kimutai.
From Kimutai 45.
45, yes.
Go ahead.
Now, you mentioned, you asked the chairman a very good question. Where Matatu stop on the roads arbitrarily.
Yes.
And the solution was to have them trained.
Yes.
I mean, everybody knows stopping on the road is wrong. What sort of training is this? You find a Matatu driver who's been on the road for 20 years. What training are you?
I hear you.
Myself, I'm driving.
Yeah.
I know I should not stop on the road. I should move on the side. I know I should indicate when I intend to stop. But these guys, they just stop wherever, whenever. I don't think the chairman is sincere on that. I know he's given some good solutions in terms of controlling the congestion in town.
Right.
But on this one, I think I totally disagree.
Good point. Thank you. Thank you for that. Because, it's very annoying.
Yeah, let me just mention the issue of training. It's not only on... It's general behavior. Any person, an accountant, will have to go to be trained on accounts to be able to get the general view on how to handle their work. So when I talk of training, it's not only meant to train in an area to stop and not to stop, because that is an offense, and already it has a punishment. A person like this, we should be able, all of us should voice ourselves. We should contribute towards this. And we must tell the law enforcement officers, this does not only translate itself to cash. It has to be a punishment for an offense committed. Yeah. That should be it.
I don't know when we're going to get to that. I don't know. I really don't. Hot 96, you're on the air.
Hello, Jeff.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's the last on side.
Who's this?
Yeah, this is Kelvin Keeper.
Oh, Kelvin. Okay, Kelvin, yeah.
Yeah, I think in itself, I don't think it's about even the jam itself. It's about the arrangement of the matatus on the road. Okay, actually on the picking zone and dropping zone. Like you see Accra Road.
Yeah, Accra, yeah.
Accra Road. There are these matatus. They are painted with weird colors and making so much noises. And there's Embasava there. The Embasava, they line up and take passengers. They go away. The other ones, they are rowdy. I mean, making so much noise and getting chaos. And I mean,
wow.
Rough arrangements on how people can be dropped and people can be picked.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a line.
Absolutely. And again, it comes back to the double parking and triple parking.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah, let me put in this. Most of the bus stops where it's supposed to be in a place where you drop and pick and go, you find that in Nairobi, it's no more there.
Yeah.
Earlier on, they were there, and there were signs to tell you this is a bus stop. So the reason why they could be stopping, I'm not trying to justify what is wrong. I should say this is wrong, but somehow there must be facilitation of the same. These facilities are very important. We had one, you see, if you're going to Nairobi University, for instance, the first bus stop is at the Museum Hill.
Yeah.
You can imagine. So I don't know, not even Museum Hill. Actually, it's almost Westland. It's at Riverside. That's where the bus stop is.
Kempinski Airport, just a little past.
Yeah, so you find all the way, there is nothing. So these are the studies that needs to be carried on and be able to allocate areas where they can pick and drop passengers. You see, if you carry a policeman and don't stop, we used to have one at near what do you call Meridian? Not Meridian, but this hotel opposite the police station. There used to be a bus stop.
Lillian Towers. Yes.
And there is none anymore.
Correct.
And you see, if a policeman tells you, Mimi Nashuka Haba, and you take him all the way to Riverside,
you're in trouble.
Definitely, you're in trouble.
Let's go to the phones. Hot 96, you're on the air.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Who's this?
My name is Julie.
Go ahead, Julie. Go ahead,
Mr. Kimutai, you could correct me if I'm wrong. There was a plan at certain time to phase out 14-seater Matatus and replace them with bigger capacity buses, maybe should I call it? Am I correct?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, go ahead. Good.
I think that was a good plan, and if it could be revived and thought through, because if we have 14-seater matatus, and if you just reduce half the matatus, I don't know how many matatus we have, maybe we have 10,000, imagine if it became 5,000, because you had bigger capacity buses that take 32 people as opposed to 14 or 30, or, half the number,
right,
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That would reduce the problem, in my opinion, and so maybe they could just revive that line of thought.
Okay.
And even as they engage with the county government, I think some of the distances that they're talking about, there has to be a humane way of doing this thing. I hear some of the places they want to drop people. They might be creating a bigger problem because you end up having to take taxis for some ladies, because, you're being dropped off so far. You are in Upper Hill and you have to disembark at, I think, somewhere down in Ngara. The only reasonable thing to do is probably take taxis. And so I'm not so sure if in the long term we will congest or re-congest the town.
Okay,
Wow.
good. The first point about 14-seater matatus.
14-seater, there was an agreement that
to phase them out.
To phase them out. And there was a program that there wouldn't be any licensing of new 14-seaters. But the ones which were there since people had invested, that they continue until they can't move no more, until they are not roadworthy. So automatically those ones would go. And I can see the population of higher occupancy is growing and the other one is diminishing. None of the, actually very few get to town. And the only ones we see are those ones probably who are doing intercity.
Wow. That's a good point. That's a good point. And her second point, the humane way of dealing with commuters has to be humane, because if you're walking from Ngara to Upper Hill, that's a lot of exercise, huh?
Or it's a program that the government is putting up. Have a fit country.
A walking nation.
A walking nation.
Yeah.
This would be very costly, especially if one has to disembark in certain area and then connect, or more probably use an Uber. When it is raining and somebody has got to report to work, they will use any means, but it's going to be very expensive for Nairobians. But all in all, it's good that now it has been suspended.
Yeah.
While we are supposed to show cause that we can be able to stay in town by organizing ourselves in a way that we'll only have few vehicles, and we would want probably also tell the county government to allow us to park on the side of the road. At times they say it's illegal, while waiting for a vehicle's turn to reach.
Right.
So it's very important that we all agree and we all play as one team to score one in an issue of...
Kenyans are very tolerant and very patient people. Look at it. Kenyan traffic is saying Muthaiga Road all the way from Limuru Road is a parking lot. And this is every day. This is every single day, Kimutai. How much patience can people have, huh?
Wow. Well, I think Kenyans are very ambitious and everybody wants to buy their own vehicles. My car. And you would want to be seen with it.
Yeah, so my vehicle.
It's my vehicle. I think it's high time that we drop this and probably helped in decongesting the city, because it's very costly in terms of cash and time and also man hours.
Yeah, the Prime Minister in the UK takes this tube. She takes the subway.
Can you imagine? Uhuru Kenyatta ndani ya Rongasava.
Imagine.
Inampeleka paka State House.
Na natoka.
Kutoka Rambe House. Beba. Boss anaruka ndani. Your final thoughts, Mr. Kimutai.
Final thoughts, sir.
My final thoughts would be that I think it is important that we now play as a team to help this city come off this problem that is existing. And I think it should be very accommodative and non-discriminatory. If the county government is going to make a decision, let it be consultative. And I want to tell my members, it's good to own your business. Don't let other people play your business. You need to own the business. You need to control it. We need to make everybody use their space economically. So it's very, very important that this is looked at, especially, and I want to tell the county boss that we are not against him. We are trying to make it better for him. It's nothing like personal. We want to make Nairobi good as he thinks it should be. We also want to play part.
Absolutely. In fact, I was going to ask you if the governor was listening to you right now. What do you tell him?
I tell him I have nothing personal. I campaigned for him. I gave him my vote. I endorsed him. And we want to support him in this journey in making Nairobi an area, the city under the sun as it was before. And it's nothing personal when we bring in ideas or disagree with him.
Absolutely. Make Nairobi great again.
I'm telling you.
Simon Kimutai, Life Chairman, Matatu Owners Association. From county number 035,
Kabisa.
which we learned today is Kericho.
Kericho.
Sio.
035 Kericho. Kabisa.
Simon Kimutai, thanks so much for your time.
Okay.
All the very best going forward.
It's the Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jalango.